Hi guys and welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Today we have an album ranking video in one of the biggest metal bands out there and one of the big four of thrash metal. And we're talking about Megadeth. Megadeth is, as you all know, is a band of Dave Mustaine, the frontman of Megadeth and creator of Megadeth. He was part of Metallica. In their first album, he wrote a lot of songs from Kill 'Em All. Then he was fired. Then he created Megadeth and started all this rivalry between these two bands. And this one had a result. So the fans between two bands to have this bit of rivalry. It was always a debate which band is better than the other one. Although Metallica, they're unquestionable the biggest band in regarding of success of selling albums, but in my opinion Megadeth they had always better musicianship. Their music was a bit more complexity, more technical from Metallica, so for me it's a different music. 17 studio albums for today, big discography. I'll try to do quick as I can, although I have to give some spoilers. It's gonna be controversial. Some albums that most of the people they have higher, I rank them a bit lower, and vice versa. Some albums that most of the people they have them on the bottom, I rank them a bit higher. It's my personal opinion, of course, but leave a comment below. What's your opinion about Megadeth, about Dave Mustaine, his personality, his ability as a musician, guitarist and a songwriter? Leave your ranking below as well. And subscribe to my channel, please. It's free. You don't have to pay nothing. It's gonna be a big support to me. So, without any delay, let's start the ranking. And 17th album, the last, on my bottom of my list, and I think by far it's the worst Megadeth album that ever released. It's Risk. Dave Mustaine took a risk here that didn't pay off. The opposite, I would say. Sounds really bad. Yeah, has some elements a bit industrial, a bit rock, a bit... Yeah, I don't even know why he released something like that. Anyway, if I could keep something from here, maybe Insomnia Song and 7, and yeah, I don't have to say much about it. It's a very bad album for me, and I never listened to it, just only a couple of times. Risk, 17th place. 16th place, I will go with The World Needs a Hero. It's the follow-up album after Risk. I think it was 2001. Was a bit of improvement, but still don't like this album much. Yeah, it is a big improvement, but still it sounds a little bit not metal for me. If I can keep something, disconnect and return to hunger to these highlights from this album, and yeah, nothing much to say. 16th place, The World Needs a Hero. 15th place, I will go with Super Collider, last album with Chris Broderick on guitars, very underrated guitarist, Chris Broderick. He's a great guitarist, and actually this album has a very good production, very similar, heavy to Endgame and 13 album, we could say. although here the difference is that Dave Mustaine tried to write more mainstream, tried to get that sound of the previous two albums, the heavy sound, and try to make it more mainstream. Didn't work much, tried to be very melodic, especially on the vocals, especially on Super Collider song, doesn't sound very good. If I can keep something from this one, is a great song of the album. Kingmaker is an amazing song, but the rest of it is a bit forgettable. This album is just okay for my taste. Yeah, so goes 15th place, Super Collider. Next one. Next one is United Abominations. We could say that this is the album that Dave Mustaine took the decision to continue with Megadeth because he disbanded the band for a couple of years because he had surgeries in his arm. Then the company was, he wanted to release a solo album, Dave Mustaine, but because he owned in his contract one more album with the company, he released The System Has Failed. And after that album, he thought about it, he saw that the people still wanted Megadeth, and then he formed Megadeth Permanent, and he released after that this one, United Abominations. Two good songs, Sleepwalker and Never Walk Alone, Call to Arms. They have a different version here of Tout le Monde, that song that we can find in Euthanasia. I don't like this version, although Christina Scabbia she's singing and she has amazing voice. I don't like this one. I prefer the original version of Euthanasia, I have to say. It's a very good album, very heavy. We could say return back to the more thrashier sound. Not great album, but not bad either for me. So United Abominations, 14th place. 13th place. 13th place, and here I think you're not gonna like it, this one, because I have an album from the first era of the band from the 80s. I think it's the worst album of their 80s era. No matter how many times I listen to this album, it's okay, but I don't think it's something great. And I'm talking about So Far, So Good, So What. Jeff Young on guitars here. Yeah. We have a very good song here, In My Darkest Hour. I like the first, it's kind of an intro, the song, into the Lungs of Hell. That follow up with Set the World Afire, another good song. Liar is a good song as well. But in general, I don't know, something with the songs. Mary Jane's very weird song. We have a cover from Sex Pistols, Anarchy in the UK, but is in the middle, kind of. It's the third song. Usually covers, they go at the end of the album. I don't know, something about the whole vibe of the album. I can't rank it a bit higher. I think the rest of the albums are way better than this one. So unfortunately for me, has to go 13th place. So far, so good, so what. 12th place. 12th place, I will go with The System Has Failed. Is that album that I told before that Dave Mustaine was owned to the company. So it was part of his contract to release one more Megadeth after he disbanded the band. And then this one's supposed to be his solo album, and then released it again as a Megadeth. It's not bad, it's consistent, I would say. Doesn't have something that stands out so much as we could say as a hit from this album, but it's very solid. Good production. I like a couple of songs. Blackmail the Universe, Die Dead Enough is good. Kick the Chair. It's a good album. It's a solid album, but as I said, doesn't have a song that stands out a lot, so I can go back and listen to it all the time. So 12 plays for me. The system has failed. Now, 11th place. For 11th place, yeah, I don't think you're gonna like this one. Yeah, sorry, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of the 80s era, I could say. And for this one, I will go with Killing Is My Business, and Business Is Good. That's Dave Mustaine's debut as Megadeth, because he debuted as Metallica. I prefer that debut as Metallica, to be honest. Although we have here the song Mechanics, which is the Four Horsemen of Metallica, because originally supposed to be released as Mechanics from Metallica, but after they fired him, they changed some stuff on the song and the title. So Four Horsemen came out as a Metallica, and then Dave Mustaine has here as the original Mechanics version, we could say. Some people have it as a cover, or some other people they have it as the original version. Doesn't matter how you take it. It's pretty good song, of course. Rattlehead is another one, very thrashy. Chosen Ones as well, I like it a lot. Chris Poland here on guitars, very talented guitarist. I think it's the most thrashier, faster of the 80s era. I think maybe because he was trying to prove that he can write, let's say, more extreme, more faster songs than Metallica, maybe. I don't know. It's not a bad album. I listen to that sometimes. Production-wise, of course, it's 80s album. Don't expect super crisp sound, but it's okay with me. I think they released it later as a remaster as well. Yeah, not the greatest, but not bad either. For me, 11th place. Killing Is My Business, and Business Is Good. 10th place, I will go with an album that many people rank it a bit higher on their lists. Many people consider it the best of his 2000 eras, the newer era. Super heavy, and I'm talking about Endgame. Very heavy, a great work from Chris Broderick here, as I said before. He's very underrated guitarist. He did amazing stuff with the Jagger Panzer. Now in Megadeth, he does an amazing duo with Dave Mustaine, I have to say. And I think it's the third guitarist that stays longer with Megadeth. Megadeth first was Friedman, of course, then Kiko Loureiro, and I think third is Chris Broderick. Great shredder, amazing solos. Super heavy sound. I think it's one of the heaviest Megadeth's album of all time, probably the second heaviest. Why it is a little bit lower on my list? It's very consistent and very solid, but that's for me is a little bit the letdown, because it's too solid. That has all the songs they have similar, we could say, rhythms, that a bit faster pace, the double bass, very groovy, but they all sound the same, like song by song, at least to my ears, of course. Doesn't stand out something as a big hit, so you can say, yeah, that album has that super big hit and makes the difference. I think that the song that stands out a bit better from this album is Head Crusher. I think was the video clip from that album as well. This Day We Fight as well. Bite the Hand is another good song. As I said, very solid, very heavy, amazing production. Andy Snip, of course, as you all know, Andy Snip is a great producer. Did works with Arch Enemy as well, Nevermore, Testament, The Gathering. You expect one of the best productions here. But I think other albums are better than this one, so I couldn't rank it higher. So Endgame goes to number 10. Number 9 for me. Number 9 is a 90s album, and as you all remember, 90s was the era that most of the big bands, they were experimenting with their sound. So Megadeth, they lost a little bit of the speed thrash sound, so they became a bit more rock, heavy metal sound, slower pace, of course, very melodic. And I'm talking about Cryptic Writings, the last album with Nick Menza on drums. But even though that this album is a bit softer, we could say, has very good song. The songwriting here is top level, I have to say. Yeah, if you like very thrashy sound, probably it's not going to be your album. But if you like even the more mainstream album, has amazing songs. Trust, super highlight of the album. I think it's the best song of the album. Seawolf, great riffs. The Disintegrators, very thrashy Motorhead vibes rhythms. Use the Man, very strong lyrics. Secret Place, great songs. Great songs. I remember back in the day didn't get good reviews, but when I got it, I realized it had a very good songwriting, and I always go back to that album. I listened to that many times, and I really enjoyed it. So 9th place, Cryptic Writings. 8th place, I will go with another album that many people rank it very low, and I'm talking about 13. 13 follows very similar production as Endgame, same people play, great guitars, the solos from Chris Broderick here with Dave Mustaine, amazing. Is not that consistent and solid as Endgame. Has a little bit more, let's say, weak songs, fillers that some people call them. But why I rank it higher? Because it has two songs that they're so amazing. I think it's in the top 10 ever of Megadeth songs. I like them so much. I always listen to them. They're always on my playlists. And I'm talking about Sudden Death. What a great opener for an album. One of the greatest songs for opener. And Public Enemy number 1. Okay, it is a little bit mainstream, cheesy, but it's a beautiful song, amazing song. These kind of songs the Endgame doesn't have. It is heavier. This one is not the whole album such heavy, but I think it's worth the try. I think it's a bit better because of these two songs. Another one is New World Order, Fast Lane, Black Swan, very good songs as well. I like a lot this album, so for me, well deserved 8th place. 7th place. I was unsure if I would put this one on the 7th or a bit higher, but I will go 7th place with their last album, Megadeth, the White Album, as I said to my review that I did a few months ago for this album. Metallica had the Black Album, Megadeth, they have the White Album. This one is a very solid album. For me, is as I said to my review back on that video, and if you haven't watched it, please go and do it. That potentially could be the most selling album from Megadeth, because it's the last album, very well promoted. Everybody wants to see what is going to be the last work from Megadeth. And after a few weeks, actually, they hit number 1 on billboards for the first time ever. So I was right in a way. What we have here, we have songs. At the start, it feels inconsistent because you have a song like Tipping Point, and then you have I Don't Care. Then you have Hey God, and then Let There Be Shred. But for me, it's kind of, let's say, a big compilation, a big documentary, a history for Megadeth's music, that someone that hasn't listened to Megadeth music, if he gets this album, he could see the different styles of music that Megadeth went through their history. Thrashy at 80s, 90s, they became mainstream, very rock sound, could say. Then more experimental a little bit, 2000s, a bit heavier productions. That's how it is, this album. Has a little bit songs that can, let's say, satisfy every music taste, we could say. That's how I see it, as a kind of compilation. Great songs for me. My two favorite is Tipping Point and Let There Be Shred. Hey God is another good one. Puppet Parade. And very, very strong lyrics. Great song, The Last Note. It's kind of a confession how Dave Mustaine was feeling and time to retire. And this song can apply in life, because when you're young, it's like you're a rock star, you play every night on stage, you partying, but then you get older, things are not working well, so the lights goes out and then life ends, something like that. There is a cover on Ride the Lightning. Well, he wrote the song back in the day, so I don't know if you can say it's a cover or it's his song. Anyway, it is with their signature, Megadeth signature. I like it a lot. Yeah, I don't mind. Sounds great to me. I enjoy this album. I listen it all the time. So for me, deserves the 7th place. So Megadeth. 6th place. Yeah, another album that most of the people they have a bit higher. Sometimes probably in the first 3 spots. For me, it's good, but yeah, for some reason I can't rank it, because I like the other ones way more, and I listen to the other ones more than this one. And I'm talking about Countdown to Extinction, 1992. We have the legendary here lineup. Marty Friedman on guitars, Dave Mustaine, Dave Ellefson, and of course Nick Menza on drums. Symphony of Destruction is the super hit of the album. They play it in every live that they do, of course. Skin on My Teeth, another great song. Sweating Bullets, another highlight, solid highlight. But for me, the rest of the album lacks a little bit on songwriting, lacks a little bit consistency, I would say. I enjoyed it, but usually sometimes I skip songs. I stick to the most songs that I said the most highlights, so I couldn't rank it a bit higher, so that's why I rank it 6th place, Countdown to Extinction. 5th place. 5th place will be a surprise for you, but I will go with The Sick, The Dying and The Dead. Great guitar work from Kiko Loureiro here, the second guitarist that stayed the longest with Megadeth. We have here Will Be Back. I think it's great, thrashy song, very heavy, great solos. Life in Hell, another great song. The Sick, the Dying and the Dead as well starts a little bit slower pace, then speed up. Great song. Night Stalkers. The only thing here is the Ice-T part, that rap collaboration at the end, in my opinion, could be a bit avoided. If it was a bit shorter, the song would be amazing. As in my opinion, most of the times metal and rap is very hard to give a great results. We saw it in Black Sabbath as well with Forbidden album. Didn't get great reviews as well because of these collaborations. Yeah, the rest of the album is quite good, nothing extraordinary of course, but with these songs that I said, super amazing songs, a great production, drumming amazing from Dirk Verburen. Yeah, I think it's a very solid album. It's a great album for me. That's why it goes to 5th place, The Sick, The Dying and The Dead. 4th place. 4th place, I will go with a very popular and very solid album. Most of the people, they have it around this place as well. And back in the day, I remember it was a big discussion and controversial about the cover, and I'm talking about Euthanasia, of course. It's a great album for me. Yeah, it's not thrash, has a little bit some thrash elements, some thrash riffs, very, we could say, blended with that heavy rock sound. They did amazing job, very solid, very consistent. The whole album is very easy to listen, but it has some highlights, especially I'm talking about Tout le Monde, great song. I think is one of the biggest songs as well that they play on the lives as well. Train of Consequences, Reckoning Day. I love Elysian Fields. I love his voice. I think this album for me has the best vocals from Dave Mustaine. I like the latest, of course, the 2010 and above, because his voice became heavier, but at least from the 90s album, I think this album has the best vocals, in my opinion. Elysian Fields, as I said, great song. Victory, amazing solos there. Great album, guys, great album. Very consistent, very quality music from Megadeth here. Everything blended, the solos. It is a mainstream, of course. It was back in the day, most of the bands that try to play a bit more mainstream, but for me works well. Very good musicianship. So for me, 4th place, Euthanasia. Great album, great album. 9 out of 10, we could say. From now on, we have 3 more albums. I think number 1 is 10 out of 10. The other two albums we could say is 9 out of 10, and maybe the second is 9.5 or almost 10 out of 10. Great albums, these ones. For my third place today, yeah, could be a bit controversial. I don't think you're gonna like it much. As I said, it's my opinion. For third place, I would go with Peace Cells, but Who's Buying? 1986 here, Chris Poland on guitars. Amazing work with Dave Mustaine. Amazing songs that they wrote. My favorite one from this album is Wake Up Dead, the opening song. Conjuring is a great. Peace Cells. My last words is a good song as well. Great riffing on this one. Solos, amazing work. And if we can think that this album was released back in the day, has a very complexity in their music. It's way different than the stereotype thrash metal albums from that era. Yeah, of course, in my opinion, always, I prefer when I have to listen thrash music from the 80s, a bit more straightforward thrash music. This one is a bit different, is more technical. Some Gareth Samuelson on drums is a very jazzy drummer that gave this extra technicality on the songs. What can we say? Most of the people they rank it number one. Of course, I understand. It's an amazing album. Many people love it. I love it as well, but I couldn't rank it number one because I think the other two are better. Great album, guys. If you need to listen to great music from Megadeth, definitely you have to check this one, of course. Number 3, Peace Cells, but Who's Buying? Yeah. So, 2 more left. Yeah, it is controversial as well because one of the latest albums of Megadeth reached the first 2, and you all are now wondering what's going on, why I rank it so high. I love this album since I listened to it. I knew that it would go straight to the top. Today, my choice for second place goes with Dystopia, first album with Kiko Loureiro, and what an amazing introduction, great guitarist. Of course, if you all follow the Angra, you know what Kiko Loureiro can do, and here has an amazing guitar work, great solos, great riffs as well. I think they do amazing duo with Dave Mustaine. Very crisp production, very heavy. I think this is the heaviest Megadeth album, and I think on this one helps Chris Adler from Lamb of God on drums. Super groovy playing, technical as well. Gives a bit of complexity in a different way, not with a jazzy way. Gives with a very heavy playing as well, and for me the results are amazing, remarkable. I couldn't believe that after Endgame and 13, I thought that Megadeth, okay, they returned back with good albums, but how better can they be? And they proved me wrong. It's not coincidence that they won a Grammy Award for Dystopia song as well. What can we say? The threat is real, the opening track with this Middle Eastern sound, amazing vibes there, Dystopia, with the great solos from both Loureiro and Mustaine. Half the song is a solo, the shredding, amazing stuff from them. Post-American World, Lying in State, the instrumental Conquer or Die. Great. All the album is very consistent, has great songs, great production, is always top in my playlist. I think it's almost perfect, this album. Yeah, unbelievable that they came back after all those years with such an amazing album for me. Second place, Dystopia. Amazing stuff from Megadeth from that album. And of course, time for the number one, as you all guessed. It's not only a 10 out of 10 album. It's one of these legendary albums, the ones that they stay in metal history. Anything in this album works great, from the design of, let's say, the cover, the title, the songwriting, the quality, the musicianship. What can we say? It would be an understatement if we say anything about this album. One of the greatest albums of all time. Rust in Peace. First album with Marty Friedman and Nick Menza and Dave Ellefson. The legendary lineup, of course, and they created that masterpiece. Yeah, there's no point for me to give highlights. Everybody knows these songs: Hangar 18, Holy Wars, Techno Prisoners, Tornado of Souls. Yeah, what can we say about this one? Even the rest of their songs are amazing. It was like, we could say, a big not shock, but back in the day when Metallica released their amazing albums, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, even with the Injustice for All, people, they were saying, oh, amazing music, Iron Maiden, they had their own good album, Slayer, they had the amazing Raining Blood, and Megadeth, after the Peace Sells, they went with So Far, So Good, So What. It didn't look very promising, but this change on lineup, and they created that album that they came back very strong, and they hit the top, in my opinion, of music. Great album, guys. It's a must. Definitely is probably one of the top 10 albums in heavy metal of all time. I think it deserves a place there. Great album. Rust in Peace, number one. Amazing album. And that was my listing, my ranking for today. It is a little bit controversial, I would say, for some people. Maybe you didn't like it. Some albums that they rank them a bit different. But usually when I try to listen some albums, I want to stand out some of the songs of the album, and some others, okay, when they're consistent. I don't pay attention much if an album sounds like the same. Yeah, probably wouldn't be of my favorite as well. Yeah, Megadeth, great band. I like them. I like a lot their latest era as well, with these amazing albums like Dystopia, Sick, The Dying and the Dead, Endgame and 13, very solid. Yeah, great band. So leave a comment below. Tell me your thoughts, what you think about this ranking. Tell me your ranking, what you think about Megadeth and Mustaine. Subscribe to the channel, please. It's free. And until next time, see you. Bye.